So in this video, we would like to talk about how do we set up our mt4 charts. So mt4 is called the Meta Trader 4, right? So if you're brand new to trading, this is the platform that is one of the most popular trading platform around. The reason why we use it is because it's so user-friendly, and although there are some brokerage that have their other platforms, they have their web platform, even for example, Eva Trade has their own web platform, but we use the Meta Trader 4, the MT4 platform, because that is one of the most user-friendly trading platform for us to use. And then we have all our tools that is coded into here, which I will share with you my proprietary tools that is coded into this platform. So when you open your MT4 platform, right, what happens is that you will have a brand new chart. So let me show you a new chart. So let's just say I open a brand new chart, right? Just want to show you a brand new chart like this. So I'm going to show you how do we set up our chart so that it makes and it looks the same as how the chart that you will be seeing in the future lessons, and how the chart that I'm using in my daily trades as well. So the first thing first, what we're going to do is we right click, we go to properties, okay? Right click on your mouse in anywhere in the chart, right click, go to properties, all right? Then you change the foreground, okay, wait, you change the grid. I change it to medium blue, all right, medium blue. Bar up, I put line. Bar down, I go to red, okay? Okay, that's all. Then I click OK. So there we have it. This is the color of our chart. So that what happens is that, let me zoom in. So this is a zoom in so that you can see the bars clearer. This is a zoom out so you can see the overall trend. And then we zoom in to see the bars clearly if we want. So what happens is that the green bars, the upward bars are the green in color. The downward bars are red in color. So that is typically what we use to kind of identify an up bar, the price that is going up or the price that is going down. The color of the bar is also represented by the opening and closing, which we will share more in the future sessions. But so this is how you would set your background of your charts. All right. So let me maneuver you along the way on how to use the MT4 if you are brand new to it. If you are a seasoned player, right, then you can just skip this MT4 setup video. All right. So over here we got, I just want to give you a brief introduction of what is this MT4 about. There is the H1, which is the 1 hour time frame, H4, the 4 hour time frame, daily, weekly, monthly. So what this means, let's start with the monthly. What this means is that one bar, okay, one monthly bar is made up of 4 weekly bars. So which means that, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly bars makes up 1 monthly bar, because there are sometimes around 4 or 5 weeks in a month, right? So usually it's 4 weekly bars make up 1 monthly bar. So for example, let's say the start of April example, the first week of April, second week, third week, fourth week. Then after that is May, right? So this 4 week for April, the combination of the bars will join together to form 1 monthly bar. So therefore, 1 monthly bar, 1 monthly bar represent 4 weekly bars, right? And then 1 weekly bar represents not 7, 5 daily bars, because the forex market is closed on the weekend. Okay, it depends on what vehicles are you looking at, right? The forex market, it's 5 days a week. Monday to Friday, it closes on weekend. So which means that 5 weekly bars, 5 daily bars makes up 1 weekly bar. So when it combines, 5 daily bars makes up 1 weekly bar. So then how many 4 hour bars makes up 1 daily bar? 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, 21, 24, right? 7, 14, 20, no, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, sorry. 6 4 hour bars. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 4 hour bars makes up 1 daily bar. And then 24 1 hour bars makes up 1 daily bar. So which means what? The lower the time frame you go, there'll be more bars. There will be more bars. And that's what happens. Lower time frame go, there will be more bars, and then the higher the time frame you go, there will be less bars. So which means that the lower time frame, their price tends to be more choppy, right? And the higher time frame price, if you see the lower time frame price tends to be, could be more choppy. The higher the time frame, or if we go weekly, for example, it tends to be less choppy, because there is one bar in a week, right? In a week, it can go up, down in a bar. So for example, if you look at this, for example, let's just say this bar, it went down first, and then it went back up again, and then after that, it went back down and closed over here. So the left is the opening of the week, the right is the closing of the week. So if I go to daily, the left is let's just say this is, if I go to the daily, for example, if let's say this yesterday is, let's just say yesterday is Monday, example, Monday open, and then Monday went up, and then throughout the day, and then it went down to close at the end of Monday. So Tuesday morning open. Tuesday morning, it went down first, and then it went back up, and then it went back down again to close at the end of Tuesday morning. Then Wednesday morning open, and it goes up and comes down and goes back up again and close at the end of the day, and then after that, Thursday morning it opened, so on and so forth. So therefore, this opening and closing represents the timing of the new bar opening and the end of the day of the new bar closing. So that's the daily. So the 1 hour, it opens every 1 hour. So 1 hour bar is like, let's just say if now it's like 3 o'clock, it opens at 3 o'clock, it goes down a little bit. After that, 3 o'clock, it goes up, and then at the end of the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it closes here. 5 o'clock is open, it goes down, it goes up, and after it comes back down to close at 6 o'clock. And 6 o'clock is open, goes down, goes up, comes back down and close at 7 o'clock. So that is why we got the opening and the closing levels of each bar. Okay, so these are all the different time frames. There is a lower time frame. Some traders trade the lower time frame. The 1 hour time frame is really choppy in the one time frame, right? And its price moves really fast, meaning like every bar opens in the next minute. So that is very fast. So these are what we call the scalpers. I mean, if you prefer to trade this kind of time frame, by all means, go ahead, right? It's not something that I choose to do, but the way that we trade, the stuff that we are learning throughout all this session can be applied to any time frame. I repeat, the stuff that you'll be learning, the way that we trade can be applied to any time frame, can be applied to any pair. So I normally prefer to trade the higher time frame, the 1 hour or the 4 hour or the daily, but I still look at the all time frames, the monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, which we will talk more as we go along to look at the chart as an understanding of how the market goes. But the lowest time frame that I usually trade, lowest, is the 1 hour, right? If you ask me, do I prefer to trade the 1 hour or the 4 hour? I prefer to trade the 4 hour because it's less choppy. Like I mentioned, the higher the time frame, the less choppy it is. But either way, the 1 hour, 4 hour, pretty much the same. Okay, I tend not to go into the minutes time frame, but that said, it's based on your preference. Whatever that your preference is, whatever your style is, right? Whatever you'll be learning works on all time frames. Okay, so next, you see this up down arrow here, they write market watch. It's where you add in all the pairs that you want to trade. So at the start, they won't show the whole list of the pairs. So what you do is just right click, click show all. Then it will show all the pairs that the broker has. So if you want to just add a chart, just simply click on any pair that you want, Aussie USD, Euro USD, GBP USD, any chair. Just right click on chart window, and then a new window will open up like this. That's it. So that's where you can go ahead and configure your chart like what we have configured just now. So this is the minimum that we configure, just the colors on it. Along the way, we will add more indicators that I will show you later on, right? So along the way, you will add more indicators, and then when that is done, once you add all the indicators, I'm jumping a little bit forward right here, but throughout the later session, you'll show the stuff that the lines and the stuff that we add. When that is done, you just go ahead and right click, go to your template, go and save template. So go and save a new name in your template, so that the next time around, when you load a chart, when you load a brand new chart, for example, you load a brand new chart, you just can go right click, go to your template, and you just go and load the template so that you don't have to reconfigure everything all over again. Okay, so what we do is I look at mainly a lot of pairs, most of the pairs, right? Along the way, we'll talk about the pairs that we will trade. But from here, if you want, you can start adding on the pairs. I just don't trade the exotic pairs like what is this? HUF, DKK, or what SEK, ZAR. These are all the more exotic pairs that pretty much not much people trade. So we just trade all the main pairs over here, which means the upper ones. And we can kind of end it off at CHF JPY. That is for the Forex pairs. Then of course, we can look at the other stuff like crypto, Ethereum, Bitcoin. We can look at oil, right? We can add oil as well. If you want to trade all this other stuff, you can trade all this by all means. We trade the S&P, the index, the NASDAQ, the index. And we also look at gold, we look at silver, and all the other stuff you want to trade. You can also look at stocks if you want, anything, right? The way that we trade applies to any pair. That is what you will be learning. All right. So whether you are trading whether you want to trade Forex, whether you want to trade stocks, trade commodities, trade crypto, trade indexes, doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter. Okay. So this is in basics of how we set up our mt4 chart, which will go along, and you will learn more stuff as we go along, right? But this is how we choose. So I choose this as the bar chart. There is this candlestick, but I don't really use the candlestick. I prefer to use the bar chart, and this is what I am using. But if you prefer the candlestick, it's just a matter of preference. You can, by all means, go ahead and use it. But I just prefer to use the bar chart because I can see the opening and the closing level nicely. That's my preference, right? But if you prefer to use the candlestick, by all means, go ahead if you are an experienced trader. But if you're brand new, then I would say just stick to the bar charts because that is the charts that we will be using. All right. Either way, it's a matter of preference. No real major issues on that. Okay. So go ahead, set up your charts right now, and I will see you on the next session.